Now that we've designed our ads, let's move on to select the audience for our campaign. With Hootsuite Ads, you can create a single audience, test multiple audiences, or load a saved audience that you've built previously. You can also use custom audiences if you have a remarketing list or lookalike audience you'd like to target. In the audience section of your campaign setup, you can create an audience from scratch. Creating custom audiences involves a different workflow, which we'll cover later in this video. To create an audience, start by selecting location and demographic information, using the plus sign to add separate groups within your target audience where applicable. In this campaign, we're targeting millennials and older professionals. Now choose advanced demographics, behaviors, categories, and interests that intersect with your promotion. For example, our campaign targets users who have expressed interest in air travel, shopping, Broadway theater, and who subscribe to The New Yorker. Click the light bulb to view targeting suggestions that build on what you've selected so far. Unless you have a laser-focused group that you're targeting, we recommend allowing Hootsuite Ads to expand these interests, which generally results in more lower-cost conversions. As you add more detail to the audience you're creating, you'll notice the sidebar updating with an estimated audience size. Remember, you want to hit the sweet spot of an audience large enough to achieve conversions, while also being specific enough that you're reaching the right people. If you foresee using the same audience again in the future, be sure to save it with an accurate name. You can also add in targeting around connections your audience may have. For example, you could choose to target your ads toward people who follow your Facebook page, those with friends who follow you, or if you're looking to find an entirely new audience, target people who have no connection to your Facebook page yet. Hootsuite Ads also gives you the ability to create custom and lookalike audiences. However, it's important to note that these must be created in advance in the Tools section using the Asset Manager. Click the New Asset button, choose Custom Audience, and enter in the relevant information for either a custom or lookalike audience. Custom audiences can be built based on a data file such as a CSV list of names and emails, or based on data from your website's pixels. Lookalike audiences can be built based on your Facebook page likes or a pre-existing custom audience. Once you've selected your targeting data, enter in a clear name and description, and link the audience to the relevant Facebook page or Instagram account. Now you'll be able to select this custom audience from a drop-down when creating future campaigns. If we go back to our campaign creation window, you'll notice that a custom audience could have been added here. Keep in mind that adding a custom audience means that you may not need to select age ranges and audience targeting information. Now that your audience is dialed in, click Proceed. You'll be offered opportunities for testing based on the targeting choices you've made. For example, since we created several different age groups, we'll have the opportunity to test them here. As you select the elements you want to test, notice that the number of total ads that'll be served increases. For every one of these testing opportunities that we opt into, we are creating ad sets, referred to in Hootsuite Ads as targets. A best practice is to keep the number of ad sets within a reasonable range, so choose testing elements based on information that's most important to you. Based on what you've selected for testing, your campaign will automatically show you the impact of different audience segments that you've created. In the next video, we'll polish off our campaign creation by setting up our campaign budget and then hitting Publish.